Hello, teacher. It's me, Nelson Alvarado. This is the develop of the task number three for the course English sixth level. In this case, I had to change just a little bit the proposal you made us to this task. This was because my journal schedules are really different each day, and that makes it difficult to record the task as you proposed to us. Then, in this case, I'm going to talk about the 10 questions that we can find in a job interview and some suggestion to respond to these questions in a strategical way that in order to add points to the way that we are going to respond to each one of these questions, and finally to find or to get the job we are applying. Then to begin, let's to talk about the question: what interested you about this job? Is pretty important. We have clear about the position we are applying, and to try to find a way where the develop or the position can contribute with the way we can be happy in the company, because that's really important for the people who are made the interviewer to understand you can apport, you can add to the task that develop the company each day, and at the same time you can be happy with your work every day in the company. The second question we can find is, what do you know about this company? And for me, this is one of the most important questions we must to be prepared to respond in an job interview, because it's important, what are you gonna do in that part, and what the companies do, their history, because that's important to know a little bit more about the cultural organization and the environment we can have or we can find each day in the company. Then it's important you search a little bit information about the company before the interview, and you must to be at the same time pretty strategical in your responses. You always must to think you are applying for a job, and that job must to be yours. And I think there's two ways you can respond to this question. The one of them is in case the company had been work in the market during years, and that which makes it as a company with a tradition, with a position in the market. Then you can respond something like, I wrote this company is one of the most important in the part of the market that they work, with a pretty important trajectory during the years in the improvement or in the develop of the country. And in case the company is a new company, which is just beginning in the market, which is a company that is looking for a position, a strategical position in the market, you could respond something like, I wrote this company had a really important perspective to have a great position in the market. I feel this company is perfect for me because we are growing at the same time. me in the personal and professional way, and the company getting a position in the national and international market. Something like that. I used to, or the most important in this question is the suggestion to try to look for information about the company before you go to the interview, and that will provide you more confidence at the time you must to respond to any question you can find with the interviewer. The third question is could be tell me about your educational background. And for this question, each one of us knows what have we studied at the moment we go to an interview. And my suggestion here is try to show you as a confident person, which knows what are gonna do in case to be contracted for the company. I suggest to tell at first the most recent degree you received and the highest level, and after that, and in that order, to go to say each one of the degrees you already have at the moment of the interview. And in case it's possible, and try to tell a little bit about you, the tasks you develop in the position you had in the company, can help you a little bit to add, or to get some additional points in the skills you can expose to the interviewer. Other important question is what are your salary expectations? Here, I feel can make sense when you search before about the company, the part of the market that it works every day, because in that way, when you know the market where the company works every day, you can have an idea about the regular salaries that the companies that works in the same set of the market provide to the to the workers. Then always try to search this balance, this the salary that the different companies are giving to the workers, and you can respond with in a better way, because you're not gonna say a salary that is dimensional with the way you are for the job you're gonna do, and you can be just, or you can propose something different for the position you are applying. The next question is what applicable experience do you have? And here we must, this is the part we must to be, sorry, more confidence, and strategical at the same time, because here is where we must to take all the time to explain what are the skills we have developed in the different in our work lives, you know then it's important you always try to result the best skills you got during the jobs, and try to say each of your, not your weaknesses, instead your hard skills you have, and the way you can support to the organization. And the other question is what applicable experience do you have? And this question is applicable to the last one we respond already, because this is the experience, the moment where we are gonna explain all the skills or the task we used to do in the last job, which can be applied to the position we are applying at the moment of the interview. Other question is, what were your responsibilities? And here we can talk a little bit about the each one of the tasks we develop, as for example, to pay to the employees, to do check-in check-out processes, to check the different boxes of the hotel, I don't know, different tasks, the most important or the most responsibility provide you into the organization. Other one is, what did you like or dislike about your previous job? And here is other question we must to be very strategical in the response of each one of them. However, here you must to be specifically strategical, because I feel here some people can confuse the professional sensations then or against the personal way you can perceive the environment at the job. Then here is really important, we discriminate the professional or the parts that we really like or dislike in a company, and which are personal, because the personal I consider we must to be reserved with that, and only to be focused in the answers which can add to the develop of our interview. Tell me about something you would have done differently at work. And here it's important to result the tasks that were harder to develop to us, but at the same time provide us for some knowledge, which can apport to the growth of our the develop of our skills in the professional life. And other one is, what can you do better for us than the other candidates for the job? And here we must resolve the part which make us different than the other candidates who are applying to the position. Then here you can say you are strategical, you have initiative, you are a great coworker, and you always provide the teamwork. I mean, you must to tell the skill which is the hardest you have. And the last question is a personal question, and is, what makes you angry? And here uh, we must to be pretty smart as well, because we cannot say, oh, when I'm angry I threw out everything I have in my hand. No, we must to be smart at the moment of which we are responding to this question. For example, or which I'm making reference to, is we could respond, for example, I'm angry when some tasks we must to do, the results are different than we are waiting for example. And when you don't get the goals you saw in the future, isn't a strategical way to answer to these kind of questions. All right, and these were 10 different questions with which look for to know a little bit of the candidates in the interviews about themselves, their professional skills, their job experience, and how they can apport to the organizations, since the position which they are applying. Um, I hope this had been clear. I tried to be the most that I could. However, I'll be attentive to your feedback, which are really, really important for me to continue improving my English skills. I appreciate your attention, teacher, and see you next time.